Some teams lock down the ice so tight it feels like scoring is impossible. Others attack like wild dogs, chasing the puck at full speed until something cracks. Two completely different philosophies, but both have changed hockey history in ways you won't believe. What is the neutral zone trap? The neutral zone trap, often called the trap, isn't flashy. It doesn't rely on highlight reel goals or high-speed breakaways. Instead, it's a methodical, suffocating strategy that turns the middle of the ice into quicksand. So how does it work? The idea is simple. Clog the neutral zone, slow everything down, and frustrate the opponent until they make mistakes. Instead of letting fast forwards rush up the ice, the trap forces them to dump the puck or risk losing it. Teams that master the trap can completely neutralize even the most dangerous scorers. The system gained real fame in the 1990s with the New Jersey Devils under coach Jacques Lemaire. Their trap didn't just win games, it won championships. The 1995 Stanley Cup is often remembered less for offensive fireworks and more for how the Devils strangled the Detroit Red Wings with their relentless neutral zone defense. Detroit had been one of the most dangerous scoring teams in the league, but against the trap, they looked stuck in mud. So how does the setup look? Typically, you'll see a 1-2-2 formation. One forward pressures the puck carrier, while two more hover just inside the neutral zone, ready to intercept passes. Behind them, two defensemen stand guard near their own blue line. The structure creates a layered wall. If you try to skate through it, chances are you'll get stripped. If you try to pass through it, someone's stick is waiting. If you dump it in, the defenders have time to retrieve and reset. What makes the trap effective is discipline. It's not about one superstar making a big play. It's about 5 skaters working in sync, reading passing lanes, and trusting that if they stay patient, the opponent will get frustrated and make a mistake. That's why the trap works so well against offensive-minded teams that rely on speed and creativity. Fans often complain that the trap makes hockey boring. Scoring goes down, breakaways disappear, but boring doesn't matter when it brings wins. The Devils proved that in the 90s and early 2000s, and even today, when teams need to protect a lead or slow down a fast opponent, the trap is still a go-to weapon. How the aggressive forecheck works? The trap is all about slowing things down. The aggressive forecheck is about pure chaos. Instead of waiting for mistakes, this strategy forces them. The goal? Pressure the puck carrier so hard and so fast that they cough it up, giving your team instant scoring chances. The aggressive forecheck comes in different systems like the 1-2-2, the 2-1-2, or the 2-3. But the one that grabs the spotlight most is the 2-1-2. Two forwards charge deep into the offensive zone, hounding the defenseman. A third forward lurks higher up, ready to cut off outlets. Behind them, the two defensemen hold the blue line, keeping the play alive. The whole system thrives on speed, timing, and relentless effort. Back in the 1980s, the Edmonton Oilers used a fierce forecheck to fuel their dynasty. With stars like Wayne Gretzky and Mark Messier, they didn't just want possession, they wanted to smother opponents in their own end. The result was one of the most explosive offensive runs in NHL history. Fast forward to today, and you'll see modern teams like the Tampa Bay Lightning lean heavily on aggressive forechecking. Their system has created turnovers that instantly flip into goals. Watch them in action, and you'll notice something. Opponents barely have time to breathe. Every pass feels risky. Every second of hesitation can turn into a scoring chance against them. The aggressive forecheck demands energy. Players need to skate hard, close gaps quickly, and use stick checking to cut off passing lanes. It's risky because if the pressure fails, the opponent might break out with numbers. But when it works, it creates chaos that tilts the ice. Key differences between NZT and AF. So now we've got two completely opposite philosophies. On one side, the neutral zone trap is like a chess match, calm, patient, and built to frustrate. On the other, the aggressive forecheck is a street fight, fast, risky, and built to overwhelm. The trap is defensive by nature. It's designed to prevent chances rather than create them. Teams that run it don't care if they only get a handful of scoring opportunities, as long as they shut down the other side. The forecheck flips that mentality. It's offensive first, with pressure designed to win the puck and attack right away. Speed is another key difference. The trap slows the game down to a crawl, making opponents feel trapped in quicksand. The forecheck speeds everything up, forcing defenders to make snap decisions under pressure. Then, there's risk versus reward. The trap is low risk, safe, controlled, reliable. But the reward is often just keeping a lead. The forecheck carries more risk. If your forwards miss their pressure, the opponent might break out with an odd man rush, but the reward can be massive. Instant goals and momentum swings. That's the battle line drawn in hockey strategy. And history shows us exactly when teams turn to one over the other. When teams use neutral zone trap. Neutral zone trap isn't something you see all game, every game. It's a weapon coaches pull out at the right moment. The most obvious scenario is when a team is protecting a lead. If you're up by a goal in the third period, there's no need to trade chances. The trap locks down the middle, eats clock, and frustrates opponents into forcing plays. It's also common against faster teams. If you're facing a roster loaded with speed, think Colorado Avalanche at full flight, trading end-to-end rushes is a losing battle. Instead, coaches slow the tempo with the trap, turning a track meet into a grind. That change in rhythm forces skilled opponents into uncomfortable positions. Playoff hockey has plenty of examples. When every goal matters and mistakes can swing a series, the trap becomes a comfort zone. The 1995 Devils showed how lethal it can be in the postseason. More recently, you'll still see flashes of it from teams that want to frustrate high-octane offenses. It's not as common as in the past, but the trap remains a defensive card that never goes out of style. When teams use aggressive forecheck. If the trap is about killing time, the aggressive forecheck is about chasing it. You'll see it most when a team is trailing and needs goals fast. Down by 2 in the second period, expect forwards to push harder, pressuring defensemen, and forcing play deep into the opponent's end. Another moment is early in games. Coaches sometimes start with a hard forecheck to set the tone. That early chaos can rattle defensemen, making them feel rushed every shift. If a team scores off that pressure in the first 5 minutes, the whole momentum of the night can swing. Special teams also play a role. While it's not identical to the penalty kill or power play, aggressive forechecking principles are used when a team has an offensive zone shift with energy. 2 forwards crash the corners, a third hovers, and defensemen pinch to trap the puck in. It creates extended zone time, wearing down opponents. Look at the Edmonton Oilers in the 80s, or the Lightning in their recent cup runs. The aggressive forecheck turned games around. Opponents couldn't escape their zone cleanly, and within seconds, the puck was in the back of the net. That's the magic of pressure hockey. Famous game examples and case studies. Nothing explains strategy better than real battles on the ice. Let's rewind to 1995. The Stanley Cup final between the New Jersey Devils and the Detroit Red Wings is still one of the purest examples of the neutral zone trap at its peak. Detroit had been an offensive machine all season, but the Devils shut them down completely. The series wasn't just won, it was suffocated. Every Detroit breakout attempt got swallowed in the trap, and frustration piled up shift after shift. Look at the Edmonton Oilers dynasty of the 1980s. They didn't sit back, they attacked. Their aggressive forecheck kept opponents penned in, forcing constant turnovers. Gretzky, Messier, and Curry didn't just wait for chances. Their team created them by hunting the puck like predators. More recently, the Tampa Bay Lightning showcased the modern version of the forecheck. In their back-to-back cup runs, their speed and relentless pressure kept opponents scrambling. They showed how the aggressive forecheck can work even in today's NHL, where defensive systems are sharper than ever. And let's not forget teams like the Boston Bruins, who often dip back into trap-like systems to protect leads. A team with a disciplined structure can still slow games to a crawl when needed, proving the trap isn't a relic, it's a situational weapon. Advantages and disadvantages of each strategy. So, which one is better? The truth is, both come with trade-offs. For the neutral zone trap, the biggest advantage is control. You dictate the pace, frustrate scorers, and reduce risk. But the drawback is obvious. Offense suffers. A trap-heavy game often means fewer scoring chances for your own team, which can backfire if you fall behind. The aggressive forecheck flips that. Its advantage is momentum. Few things shift energy like stealing the puck deep in the opponent's zone and turning it into a goal. It also wears opponents down physically, but the downside is exposure. If a forecheck fails, it often leaves your defense vulnerable to odd man rushes, which elite teams will punish. Coaches don't pick one strategy blindly. They evaluate matchups, players, and game situations. Got a team of disciplined grinders and a slim lead? The trap is perfect. Got a team of speedsters chasing a comeback? Time to forecheck until the ice tilts in your favor. How strategy choice reflects team identity. More than just X's and O's, these systems reveal who a team really is. Some franchises are built around defense-first hockey. The Devils of the 90s, for example, carved their identity on structure and patience. Their legacy is tied directly to the trap. Conclusion and takeaway. Both work. Both win games. But the real question is, in today's NHL, which one do you think has the edge? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and while you're here, don't forget to like and hit subscribe so you don't miss more breakdowns into the strategies that make hockey unforgettable.